can't figure out how to do it.
I believe in
That's
you.
about it.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Try putting it under your name.
But while she does that,
My screen's changed. I'm so sorry.
it's
Darling,
fine. It's fine. It's fine. Hello, everyone. Tonight is a new episode of Gore and Friends, because I don't know what else to call this. Ash is our DM as always, and I will let her take it over as we concluded a lovely, lovely shopping episode yesterday. Fluff, that is my side. Thank you. Bye bye.
Good.
So yeah, Ash, it's on you.
Great. Last left off, you guys did, as mentioned, have a pretty decent shopping episode. You guys picked up some new information. You guys picked up some chat with the locals. You guys had a few ideas of where you wanted to go and what you wanted to do. I believe it was you guys had just received your full map.
Yes. At the end of the episode, we received the map.
Along with your sign here to be vaguely under the employ of the local kingdomship.
Signed by Gogo.
Yep.
And friends.
Gorgor just signed it Gorgor and friends.
Yeah. Like, he doesn't put everyone's name, it's just Gogo and Gogo friends.
Is it friends spelled FRENDZ?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds right. Yeah.
Like that. If he spells it, is it phonetically, where it's spelt like it sounds?
Phonetically.
That one. I don't know what phonetically is, but no, he spells it how it sounds.
I think you were in Google brain when you said it, so...
I tell you, having to dumb myself down, it's hard to come back from it, and you guys know, like, after session, I say stupid shit, don't I?
But alright, so you guys have successfully done your shopping. You guys have got your map. You guys have got your papers effectively for travel.
Because we were going to the kingdom, wasn't we?
Yeah.
Is that what it was called? Double check.
What was it called?
Was it called just the kingdom, wasn't it? To the west.
Oh, there's... Yeah, so far to the west, was not... Like, they're more just traveling around papers. Like, you can present these to anyone as... Hello, yes, we're legitimate business adventurers and not just random thug mercenaries. Like, it's not papers to the Far Kingdom, it is just present these as proof of personage.
Yeah, because we were going to Aylesbury for Danebert here, and then over the big bridge to the big kingdom, because that was where the gold nugget might, or at least people might know
where other information might be.
Yeah,
and we also had mercenary camp that we were going to go and scout and tell either.
Yeah.
Want to work with you or stop being so mean to everyone.
So is it worth then just doing like that path there? Up left. That's a really shit colour to have picked. Give me a sec. That was like the worst. Like that. Do that essentially.
Yep.
Or
we go that.
Or if I do it in red, so you can see the other option would be to do that, but I think doing the first one seems better.
Probably.
And this is what Gorgo's doing on the actual map. He like wipes his finger in some mud and just like draws the lines for you guys, and then like gets some water and washes it off. The map will get ruined very quickly, but it's great. It's fine.
Just of note, if you guys take the norther route, you will be traveling through some more hilly terrain, and it's not like this is impassable or anything, just,
It'll be slower.
It'll be slower, it'll be a little off the beaten path, which can be both good and bad things, depending on what you're looking for and what you're trying to do.
Well, I mean, I've never met a hill I can't climb over, so that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
So, shall we go
Yep.
to the mercenary people?
Yeah, I think we were going to go and have a. I think we were going to go up the hills and everything and try and see if we could get a spot down on them, weren't we, to investigate first? Scout from a distance, and then if they're
Right.
being good, join. Otherwise, tell them to stop.
Okay.
Seriously, stop.
We'll be super serial about it, yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Things like this. Let's go.
All right. You guys resting overnight first, or because we're kind of on the cusp of right before / right after evening?
Probably best to go in the morning, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think that was the
Yeah.
case with just rest and go in the morning.
Yeah, we were
Oh.
kind of like on a fade to black when I was like, oh hey, by the way, this comes in at the last moment. So
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll rest and then.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
all right, you guys have a long rest. Anyone having watches? Anyone doing anything about? Anyone having any conversations?
I'm sure we're fine in a tavern before we leave. Right, guys?
I don't. Well,
There's nothing wrong with a tavern. I'm happy to go into a tavern.
Well, I think that's where we were sleeping
You
anyway.
guys were
so
already
then-
in a tavern, and you guys already had rooms even booked. But I still
Right.
ask to ask,
That's fine. I'm happy to be there.
we'll
just
be
in case
fine.
anyone wanted to sit up all night and stare at the door for reasons. I don't know.
Well, I don't
It's not
technically
like
need.
it's not like some mysterious messages are just going to be left on people's pillows or anything. No, it should be perfectly fine.
I completely agree. It should be fine.
All
Do
right.
you want me to stand still by the door just to block it?
I'm
door
sure.
anyway.
I'm sure we don't need you to be near like a sleeping doorstop, but if you feel like it's necessary,
I'm happy
that's good.
as long as I'm helpful to everybody.
Gogo sleeps.
Uh huh.
All right.
I think-
Sleep well. Good night.
I think whoever's sneaking into the room is really upset with that one friend. Okey-dokey.
Oh yeah, it's not like I just roll sometimes just to like roll. I've never done that before.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Who would ever do such a thing?
All right. So you guys take your long rest. Nobody takes any watches.
Snore for Gogo. I love it, Ben.
Oh, good lord.
You guys all wake up the next morning. Everything is fairly normal from what you see. Nothing strange going on in
We
your
all have our
rooms
coin-
or anything.
we
They're just
our coin
normal looking rooms.
purses.
Hmm?
We all have our coin purses. No money's been taken from them.
Except for Liam. For some reason.
Oh.
We don't even
He's
have a
like-
Liam, but somehow Liam's lost all his money.
Yep.
I think
Very
we need
strange.
to go. I think we need to go and help this Liam, whoever he is.
Just from somewhere outside the world, we hear, "No, my money!"
His money's always gone.
Spent it all on eggs
Anyway.
and beans.
Oh,
Literally.
Yeah.
Right then.
Alright.
Shall we prepare to head off then? Breakfast and go.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Anyone buying anything alcoholic for their morning brunch, or are you guys just grabbing some quick food and heading out?
Just some
Quick food.
breakfast ale and bacon.
Sounds good.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Alright, Peggy should be fine.
You guys get your food. Everything seems nice and normal. They've got a decent
Liam,
staple variety.
mute your mic. We can hear you sloshing.
What?
We can hear you paint. We're sloshing.
I'm looking a bit too loud there.
Mute your mic, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Liam.
Sorry.
Okay.
You see, it's one thing for people to play video games, but he's just painting minis.
I'm actually cleaning up after the painting.
Uh, okay, anyway.
The game is an hour late. Couldn't have done it in that hour.
I was still kind of painting an hour.
Anyway. Moving on.
Please.
So, the party heads out, and you guys are heading, I believe, just confirming, you guys are taking Gorgor's route. You're going up past the castle and just kind of through the hills behind. Yes?
Over the hills and far away.
Yeah.
Through the woods to grandmother's house you go.
Paladin Dave comes out to play.
Mate, don't make me find Hansel and Gretel because I'll eat the bitch's house. Ah, yes, I'll come to fatten you up. Wait, where the fuck's my house gone? Sorry. You can just imagine a Gorgon just with a burp. Sorry.
So we're heading there first.
Yeah, to Hansel and Gretel's.
Yeah, I heard they got a new extension. I'm gonna eat it.
Mm.
Gorgon will keep an eye out, though, as diligently as Gorgon can, while
Okay. Sounds good.
going with a billowing cloak of many fashions.
Yep. I'm just gonna...
Cloak of many billowing fashions is what I'm gonna call it. Oh no.
Sounds good.
Oh. Uh,
So, you guys begin heading through the hills. It's pretty flat land. You can still see the occasional tree off in the distance. It's a lot more prairie-esque here. Just kind of hills, rolling wheat, just very very middle of nowhere kind of terrain.
Like a bit meadowy or.
A little bit drier than a meadow, but yeah.
Yeah.
like a plains.
It's fairly sparse. You do come up to the, it does still go up and down a bit, and there's some still hilly to it. It's gonna slow down your movement a little bit, or require a little bit more effort to just push through, but it's not that bad. I don't think I actually. No, I didn't. I was gonna say I don't think I actually had anti-Michael measurements to it, but that's fine.
Next session.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say otherwise,
Okay.
we're gonna get there in one turn. 6 seconds.
You're here.
I mean, to be fair, if I dash, I could make it all the way to the kingdom.
I mean, I could dash and attack a guard, maybe. Use my horns.
Fine. Here.
I didn't even have to do anything for this.
There you go.
Not this time.
There. Is that better?
In 3 million inches. Wait,
Oh.
what?
Mhm.
Is that a better terrain measurement for you guys? Are you happy?
What's 3 million inches in like miles and shit?
Right.
Oh, got a knife. Okay.
I'll figure it out later because I've just been raided. I've just been raided. Guys,
Welcome, Raiders.
thank you, frickin' Lilith. I'll mute myself so I don't get in your guys' way. Fib, thank you, dude, for the resub.
It's about 50 miles.
Yeah, that's my usual
We're currently memeing on Ash because her map,
Oh no.
she hadn't set the square distances up, so it was
you guys
20
are traveling
feet
overland.
to like corporation to this town here, and she just
It's
made it
definitely
so
gonna
it's
be about a
3
day's journey. You
million
can either push
inches.
hard through the hills and
Just
try to
shut
get
us
there by
up.
nightfall at a
Thank you.
hard pace, or you guys can take a
I don't tend
more
to talk
brisk
too
pace.
much when I'm playing D&D
Um,
verbally.
You
the
guys can try and
story.
find your way through.
But I will
easier
respond in
terrain
chat, so
through the
anyone that
hills,
wants
might go a little
to talk,
slower, might be a little easier
I'll
on
do the
you.
best I can.
Just what
Please
kind of
drop a
path do you
follow
guys
if
wanna
you're
take?
interested.
Do you guys want to try and just
We're on the
cut
path
through
to
as quickly
1,000
and hardly
followers
as
for a
possible,
big
or
gaming keyboard
leisurely
and mouse
pace?
and everything giveaway.
Mhm.
I'll get back into Gogo mode.
I
Obvious
prefer the,
effects to perception checks and stealth checks,
yeah.
depending.
Gogo's vacant
Right.
moment ends, and he comes back to the world.
I think we should be fine taking a slightly looping route so we don't end up going. We don't want to push ourselves too hard on the.
Yeah.
Just charging through.
We don't want to go hard, we want to go easy.
Well, if we go get quickly, then we can move on quickly. So why don't we just go as hard and as fast as we can?
Believe it or not, I agree with Gogo.
Mm.
And if we get there and we end up being and it becomes a fight
Yeah.
and we're too tired to fight,
It's always about how hard or fast we go. Sometimes it's about the journey there.
Well, if we're tired before we get there, then we can stop and take a moment. I think I saved some bacon from Toad. I could share some, like, make you feel better. Like, I know there was an old professor person that said chocolate made people feel better, but I find bacon does better.
As you guys are cutting through the hills, having this conversation, I imagine just Gorgor being slightly reined in to an extent.
I'm looking around and doing things.
Could you guys roll me a few perception checks for anyone actively looking around?
Yeah, I was going to say
How
you've
was
got
that,
a little bacon there.
It was meant to be a 6 because I shouldn't have advantage.
Yeah. Oh, but that's the wrong character. Hold on a minute, Dave. Lee, just bear with me a second.
You're what?
I had Victoria up, not
Oh.
you, Dave.
Wrong day.
how the hell? Oh yeah.
Some very nice rolls, some very nice rolls.
Oh dear.
Holiday's just blind. Thoughts bumped into everything.
Everyone except for Gorgor and Dave notices at the very least the terrain is a bit just well worn here. Specifically, Lovey, Gabriel, and Cleric Dave notice, in addition to just kind of how worn the terrain is between just like knocked over trees, just overall just typical wear and tear that you'd expect. Some of the knocked over trees are not naturally, they fell over of their own weight and age. Like some of them look like younger trees. Some of them have some claw marks on them. Some of them have some just like big imprints on them. Specifically, Cleric Dave and Lovey both notice even there's the occasional bone pile poking out
Uh-oh.
from, a couple bones underneath a bush, a few outside of it, next to a tree.
Is the oh right?
Yep, go ahead.
I was going to say, is this quite fresh or?
Oh no, this is pretty old.
Yeah.
Like some of it is fresher than others if you want to investigate, but there's no immediately apparent rotting flesh, for instance.
I'll investigate some. I just want to determine how old some of these are.
Like the freshest tree does look like it was knocked over. You don't see any leaves on it at the very
Yeah.
least, but this is a drier, more open area, so stuff might dry out faster unless you're more familiar with, dusty plains.
If you need help, Dave, I can make tree grow leaves again.
No, that's fine. I'm just trying to distinguish how old these markers that are, in case we couldn't into any trouble.
They look very old.
Is it, as I point out, some of the claw marks?
Yeah.
You guys are seeing this kind of like as you're coming upon it, so if you want to move up to investigate closer, obviously that's just gonna be.
I'm just glancing over his shoulder. I'm not looking
Yeah.
intensely, but
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I'm just saying if he wants to investigate like the age of the knockovers or anything like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get
Yeah,
a little bit more hands-on.
I'll have a couple of like some of them.
All right. As you approach closer, you do start noticing a lot more of the same. It's not in heavy numbers. It's not like there was any sort of massacre here or anything. It's just the occasional like skeleton strewn about, which I mean, still just skeletons out exposed in the world, unburied. At least nobody came to claim these to an extent and such. There's maybe 3 or 4 of them across your whole horizon scan.
Gogo will do like another look, not for trees, but for a big angry creature. Because that's what Gogo thinks it is, and he's going to make sure that it's not around.
Okay.
Ooh.
That is a very good roll, Gorgor.
Yeah.
Given the nature of the more hilly terrain, you obviously don't have perfect line of sight in every direction forever.
No.
But you do have a pretty decent vantage point, and at least from what you can see, you do not see immediate large shadows on the horizon or anything like that.
Oh, that's good. So I'll just keep an eye out, because whatever did those things to the tree while you're having a look, it's going to be big and angry.
Just at a glance, have you seen like many other travellers around the area? Is it just us?
It's just been you guys on, like, there's not really much in the way of road here. You can still easily walk through enough. It's not like heavy to navigate. And there's signs other travelers have occasionally been through here, but there's no singular road people have been taking that you might have crossed paths with people on.
Right, yeah.
Most caravans probably didn't want to try and guide their horses and carts through hills.
No, we've kind of gone for the rougher terrain.
Which, I mean, off the beaten path does at least mean, people might hide stuff off the beaten path. Stuff might be, located off the beaten path. There's advantages and disadvantages to both paths.
Yeah, in case you wanted to hide something.
Mm-hmm.
This would be the area to link. Perhaps we should keep a close eye out, just in case of any unexpected comes up.
I'm looking. If I see anything, I'll shout.
Anthony, go. Shall we carry on?
Well, yeah, if you're done counting how old the tree is, then yeah.
Yes, I have.
Well, you said you were gonna go look. Did you want to roll me? I
was gonna say
investigation.
It is what you said.
Yeah, sorry.
So I assumed you literally just counting the rings on a tree or some bullshit.
Not necessarily to see that's how old they've actually died, or how long they've been dead for.
Yeah, so what you do is you count the rings, wouldn't you? Because that's how many years.
Well, that'd be how old it is, but that wouldn't tell you how long it's been knocked over.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay. With that roll, you can see while there's not much in the way of leaves on this tree, it is like wetter feels like the wrong word, but it's not like completely dried and cracked and fossilized or anything in the sun, so it's still got a little bit of like moisture to it.
Yeah.
It's still a little supple. So at the very least, it's hasn't fully dried out yet from being detached from its water source. So probably on the fresher side of trees. It's not like years old at the very least. Maybe a few weeks at the oldest. As far as how long it's been knocked over for. And on closer inspection, like there are a few scratch marks. There's like a large indent on it. Where it was probably like pushed over from.
Has there been like any struggle I got on the The ground.
No,
with
the tree
tree.
didn't put up a fight.
I like that. That was a brilliant answer. I
Yeah,
loved
there
it.
was. You can see there's defensive wounds on the the tree branches.
Not less.
Adam, it's not an ent. You
not,
find.
not the tree or something.
Oh,
Never mind.
I apologize. I just
Yeah.
you
I
handed
know.
me that one.
Yeah, you couldn't not, could you? So there
No.
you go.
Yeah, what I was trying to get at were the any like beasts and that like fighting each other, which would cause the tree, like any tracks on the ground for that.
If you want to look for tracks in particular, I'd roll survival. And 1 sec, I was just having a little problem with roll 20.
No worries.
If it wants to load back up, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, at the very minimum, there are some pretty large tracks with some smaller tracks around. Given how dry it is here, it's very easy to leave imprints, and the wind might move stuff around a little bit, but tracks aren't too terribly impossible to find.
Yeah.
One rain would clear all the tracks up, but it hasn't rained since these tracks were made. So you at the very least know it hasn't, you don't know the exact weather pattern of this area, but a place like this, it's probably infrequent rain.
Yeah, once in a blue moon.
Yeah. There might be just seasonal storms, but that's probably the most water this place will see. And there's a large variety of different track prints, footprints. It's hard to tell if it's been two things specifically battled here. Some stuff might just be traveling through. It would be very, very hard to say, oh, this creature fought this creature, clearly identifiably.
Just keep an eye out, everyone. Might have some company. Although I don't know what.
I'll keep an eye out. Still.
Thank you, Google.
Yeah.
And make yourself useful, Paladin Dave.
okay.
With your accent.
What, sorry?
Who knows?
Yeah,
Could have said
exactly.
anything.
We'll just carry on from that point.
Okay. So you guys walk past the location.
Easy.
Okay. As you continue to walk past,
And Gogo is still keeping an eye out. Do I need to make a separate roll or no?
make a second roll.
Yeah, because he'll keep an eye out as we walk in and being very fucking good at his job.
Yeah. So Gorgor's head will be a little bit on the swivel, a little bit looking around. The party seems to be doing well overall. That is, 20. I like Gorgor's proficiency in perception, just not just the crit, but
Oh, I see everything.
yeah.
My perceptions, not perceptions, proficiencies are all over the place. They're inconsistent, but that's just what Gogor is, a big ball of inconsistency.
Yeah. But alright, Gorgor keeps his head on a swivel, and very far off, he does hear some sort of roar. But it's very faint, and Gorgor is probably the only one who hears it.
I'll point it out. Is it? We hear, there's a roar.
It seems to come from the northeast.
Points. I heard a loud roar come from over there. That might be the thing. Maybe. Or something else.
Possibly Gorgo.
Did you
Are
hear
we
it?
here there? No, fortunately.
Shall we go to investigate?
Yes.
Well, we're not here to find an angry animal. We're here to find mercenaries, so do we need
Maybe
to?
that roar was whatever it was attacking the mercenaries.
Or maybe someone's constipated.
There is that, yeah.
Okay, then we'll go check. Did anyone else want to check it out?
It might be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Dave.
Well, if it's something we need to do.
Always be better safe than sorry.
I agree.
Although you could never be sorry if you never say sorry.
Very true.
Okay.
So assuming we head in the.
Hey.
Oh, go on. What was ours?
So love your pipe up after you say you can't be sorry if you don't say sorry, and just be like, do you actually think that, Gorgor? Genuinely?
Well, if you don't say sorry, then you're not sorry. So if you don't say it, then you're not. So
Some people say sorry when they're not sorry, though.
And some people don't say sorry even when they are.
Exactly.
that don't make sense, though.
We never said it made sense, but it's what happens.
No.
That's weird.
Welcome to people. You know.
I know people, but that's not people. That's stupid.
Well, even like some people will say something, and then you have to read between the lines. So they'll be like, "Oh, it's lovely to see you out again," meaning that you've not been out in a while, and then they're thinking you're some kind of hermit or something. Or they could say, "Oh, that dress is a lovely colour," meaning they don't like the dress, they like the colour. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes people say things they don't mean, and sometimes they don't say what they do mean. In the same way, like Flynn said.
That's stupid. Why don't people just say what they say, and then no one's got to read anything?
Because unfortunately, sometimes if you say something, it might hurt somebody, and some people edit them.
Well, unless you punch them, words can't hurt.
Oh, I kind of want to show you how they can, but
I'm almost expecting you look over in my direction, like,
really.
do you really want? Let's say, like, words can't hurt. It's like, I mean,
Yeah, I'll
do I
look
want-
over
do I
towards
want-
Flynn. Your words do hurt, though, right? That's the thing you can do.
Well, yeah, that's the main thing.
Oh god, yeah, no, it was actually too hurt. I forgot about that.
I'm like, you're looking over at the guy who can cast vicious mockery, and you're certain you want to try this method.
I forgot about that. I forgot. No, literally, your words literally can hurt.
It's such a Gorgor statement to be like saying to a bard, words don't hurt. I mean, if it came from anybody, the person who thinks he's a wizard because he picked up a book, it would be that person. Do you know what I mean?
It's also the fact is the person who says words can't hurt, and then is the person who wants to learn all the words to make people hurt.
Yeah. Oh, funny. But yeah, unfortunately, people are complex things. Like the fact that Paladin Dave has to say that he's Paladin before he's Dave. To him, that word means something,
But he hasn't done anything very paladin-y.
That's because it's a state of mind kind of deal. Like, you are a wizard, right? You know in your heart you're a wizard, Gorgor.
It's because I am, yeah.
Exactly. And that's all that matters. To him, he is a paladin, and that's all that matters to him.
But even knowing he doesn't do any paladin things, so...
Ye-
He does.
I haven't seen
You've
him
not
do
seen
it.
him shining beacon of light when he, brings down his sword sometimes. That's a paladin thing. Like, I can't do that.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
I thought that was
Huh?
just lightning.
No, it's... What is it you do, paladin, Dave? It's something into that paladins do.
Might.
Yes. As in, like, I smite you with the power of my golden nugget. Kind of thing.
Really
You know?
no, not the golden nugget. You're not very good at magic, are you? You don't
I'm
understand
sorry.
magic.
What?
It's
Are
Are you,
supposed to give you the
have
power,
you
not the
said
nugget.
to Gorgor that he's bad at magic?
No, he said
No,
it's
it's
you.
you. Gorg was quite good at magic for a thing.
we-
Do you really want to be picking this fight with me, Dave?
It's Paladin Dave.
I only show respect to people who show respect to me, and you disrespecting me by saying I'm bad at magic means I lost respect for you.
I'll
So
get
that's
the
why
grave. The grave ready then.
Yeah.
I was trying to be nice towards you by saying that you use magic and you act like a paladin, and that's why you have your name, your word in front of your name. And then I don't know if you were trying to make a joke. Was it a joke, Dave?
Yeah.
How was it funny?
Yeah.
It was fun.
Mm,
I mean, yeah, it
See?
is. It is
Words
something.
hurt! See,
Okay, yeah,
Google? Words fucking hurt!
Yeah, Dave. I mean, to be fair, how was it funny? And not so much with the thing, but yeah, can I vicious mock him with that?
Yeah.
Bitch! Yes, Flynn.
Oh, fuck you, hell.
We'll show you
Little
that
bit
we're,
of
okay, we'll show you that we're hurt by hurting someone else, so you cannot believe whether or not it did or not.
Or
Exactly.
seeing he's believing.
Oh, I feel like I need to pick up.
Can I get a wisdom
Magic-
saving throw, please?
how far away is it from your army?
Close
Are
enough.
you within? I'd say you're within 60 feet, aren't you?
It's not that. If you're within 5 foot of me, I get advantage.
Wait, what?
What?
I'm not sure what it's part of, but I got it on my character.
Have you got
Oh.
Mage Slayer?
That's it. Is that one of the Mage Slayer things?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mage Slayer allows that if you've got if they're within 5 feet of you, you can roll with advantage.
Were you stood within 5 feet of me, or were you slightly ahead, having it and then brought back to the conversation?
I mean, he did say he was going with Gorgor at that point to go and investigate into the cave, him and Gabriel, and so I would assume he's not within 5 feet, but he's within range. But it's up to Ash, I guess, as the DM.
I mean, it is just theater of the mind. What we're like between the two of
Yeah,
you.
I'll be
How
more
close
than
were
5
you?
foot. I'll be more
Wait.
5 foot away than I think. I'll be more than the 5
Yeah,
foot.
I wouldn't have expected you to be within 5 foot of me.
Yeah, it's like, do you guys regularly walk alongside each other holding hands? If not, probably more than 5 feet away.
Yeah.
Not yet. Maybe in a few.
Is that a failure by any chance?
Well, that's a failure indeed. And we are 5th level, so I don't know why this hasn't updated yet by the looks of it.
I thought it updated at
What is that level?
Yeah.
5th level, yeah. I've got 5th level.
Yeah, no, I have leveled up. I had a moment there. Sorry.
I'm gonna just run this, but it looks like Vicious Mockery is saying it's only gonna do 1d4 psychic damage. Should be 2.
I don't think
One,
it.
two.
I think it goes up at 8, doesn't it?
Oh, no, it goes... No, 5th, 11, 17.
No, Victoria's still only
Oh.
1d4, I think.
5th, 11th, 17th.
No,
Yeah,
once you go past
okay.
5th level, then you should go up to 2. It hasn't updated for some reason. Okay, so take 6
That's
points
why.
of psychic.
Oh, it is 2d4.
Sorry, Michael.
3 damage.
6 damage.
Oh, okay.
I rolled it twice because I'm only doing 1d4 at the moment. So yeah,
Yeah, it's
how,
why.
how exactly was saying that she can't do magic funny, eh?
Dave, just keep hush.
Yeah.
I could hear the gears whirring.
Mm.
Well, no, like
I think he's learned his lesson, and we should probably just carry
yeah.
on. Yeah.
Or shall we go and find out what the angry Rory purpose thing was?
Yeah, let's go.
We'll see if
have
it is a beast or a man constipated.
I don't think there's a man constipated, Gorgor.
Well, I've heard some people say and shout some things when they're constipated, so it could be.
Yeah, but something that made that kind of sound has got to
Oh, you
be,
heard it too?
like...
No, we didn't hear.
No, you pointed it out.
I pointed where it was.
We haven't heard it.
Yeah. I'm the only person
No,
that heard it
you
because I
pointed
was...
it out. You said something roared. Most people don't roar. You know, if it had to make that kind of roaring sound, it's got to either be maybe a giant constipated at the least.
Debated.
Like how we're
So-
debating what sound a person makes when they're constipated.
The only one person heard, and whether or not it is.
It's just great. Just the general principle.
Gorgor. Can you
Why
make
is
the
this
sound
the
for us?
first time that we... Sorry?
I'm asking Gorgor to make the sound for us. Let's try to replicate it.
Google will try to replicate it as best as he can.
Do it, Danny. Do it, Danny.
No.
You gotta do it.
No,
In full
fuck
immersion.
fuck
Come on.
Well, he made it like this. He was like, but I imagine it like really, really loud. So it was like a roar. But I imagine it like really loud and angry sounding.
I love you, Danny.
Oh, I kind of feel sorry for that person. Like,
Yeah.
if they're making that kind of sound, that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
That sounds a little... They're not having the best poop. Like, you know.
Well, it'll
Should we
by
go out?
well, by the end of it, it
Wow.
might be 2 people if it carries on.
Mm.
Oh, maybe it's something giving birth then.
Let's. How
Well,
about we
let's
get
continue
closer
checking.
instead of and how about instead of debating what it could be, how about we go and see what it is?
So the party is moving in the direction of the loud roar Gorgor was hearing.
Yeah.
Apparently
Yeah.
so.
Fortunately.
Our attention span has failed us once more.
Gorgor, may I get a survival check to attempt to track it?
Oh no.
You never let that have any fun.
Survival is another thing I'm proficient in, by the way. Oh.
Well done, Gorgor.
No.
Yeah, just to point out the weird array of like proficiencies. I've got animal handling, acrobatics, history, intimidation, perception, and survival. Those.
All right, well, let's see if we can get you an animal handling roll soon. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
So Gorgor does lead you guys through the hills. He even manages out, though he can't quite word it in the same way. The mild echoing, he does manage to pick out the original source rather than the echoes bouncing off the hills. So you guys do eventually hear a second follow-up roar. And some of you are convinced it's coming more from like the northwest, but Gorgor's able to insist, no, it is the northeast. And you guys probably spend a good hour trying to make your way through. Just over hills, around. It's really just dry, cracked, hilly terrain for a lot of this. There's the occasional bush and there's the occasional green tree, but just especially with how exposed this land is, the sun beats down on this place pretty hard. It's, on the map, it's the other side of the desert, basically.
Yeah.
Are we still counting like random like tracks and that, or do anything like chains? From what I first
Give
discovered.
me a look around for tracks.
Yeah. Take another survival.
You are
No.
seeing a big variety of tracks. You lack familiarity to identify a lot of them, but there are some fairly massive tracks. There's smaller clusters of tracks. The occasional human footprint, but following their direction or their action is fairly difficult given just how messy it all is and stomped over, stomped over, stomped.
Like they were dancing.
But yeah, there are a few noteworthy, like, it's easy to see them, it's just hard to identify them. There are some massive tracks here, mixed in with everything else.
Ooh. Little point to go. Big tracks there.
Well, yeah, no, but when we saw the like the tree knocked over and things, like it takes a big thing or something really, really strong to do. So it's possible that there's something big as well.
Mm.
And there is a sudden cracking noise that just echoes as if thunder through the clear skies.
Uh-oh. What is that?
Yeah.
Followed a few seconds later by a just loud thud, and your feet seem to shake almost with the earth for a split second.
Did the tree get knocked over somewhere?
It's a dinosaur.
Do, 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 do. So what was it a tree? Because it sounded like a tree.
That's probably your best guess.
We'll go in the direction of the tree, because that's probably the thing that's causing the roaring, right?
I believe that's a question to the party and not the DM.
Both.
Possibly.
It does seem to follow the same direction as the roar.
Okay, so yeah, if we go that way, then that might help.
Could be one of them other beasts that we faced before.
Oh no, this is karma is what this is.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'd just like to remind everyone that Lovey brought this upon you. I'm just throwing her under the bus real quick.
Take it as much. but
Lovey, what did you do?
I don't know. What did I do? Why do you think it's me?
Because
Sky
Sky
God.
God told us.
Sky God is the prominent religion of the area.
I have no idea what you guys are on about. You know, I've not
We have
done
no
anything.
idea. I'd say we have no idea what Sky God's on about, but apparently
Yeah, I
Sky God
don't
says you're
know.
blame.
Yeah.
Sky God, why am I to blame?
Well, remember that time that don't worry about it.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What did I do? What did I do? Please tell me.
Lovey, what did you do? Please.
Gorgor, over the horizon, you see the very large shadow. It's against the sun, so you can't point out fine features,
Yeah.
but it is a massive creature with spikes running down its back and along its head. Its tail looks vicious and clawed. And this creature easily dwarfs even the tallest of your group. And that is at the long distance you are seeing it from.
Found it, guys. Points. I think we found it.
What did
The first
Sorry.
instinct of the less nature-inclined party members might be, this is some sort of landworm dragon, where rather than wings, it has massive fore and hind legs, with huge claws attached to them and spikes ridging down its back. As anything that is large and reptilian is usually described as a dragon by locals.
Uh-oh.
So it's not a dragon.
That is what it would be colloquially referred to as if a random peasant was like, holy shit, there's a large creature eating things over there. It's a reptile with claws and huge. It's probably a dragon.
Oh.
I'm still confused.
Can we see anything more of it? Like, can we see what color it is?
You guys do have the shadow at the moment, just given where the sun is relative to it at this point in the day.
Hey, how many legs can we see? Or
2 huge hind legs, 2 smaller forelegs. Seems to be somewhat upright. Massive spikes running down its back along its... And it has almost a crown of spikes along its head.
and we can
T-Rex.
see, and about to say this is its shadow. We can
It's got
see, yeah?
it's got 6 legs and
You
arms.
see its silhouette, like you're looking at it, but the sun is on the other side of it.
Oh, okay.
I've just realised why I'm at fault.
What did you do?
I introduced dinosaurs.
What dinosaur has 2 legs and 4 arms?
No, Gorgor, 4 arms as in the front arms.
Yeah, you said
Not
2
4
2
arms,
legs.
as in the
You said 2 legs and 4 arms.
Yeah, as in FOREARM. As in the front part of your arm, like from your.
I thought I had a vision of 6 like appendages, and I was so
Yeah, I did.
confused because I'm like, what the
No,
fuck?
it had massive hind legs
Legs
and,
and
smaller
two
forearms.
legs.
Yes,
4 legs,
you can
yeah.
see why I
Yeah.
thought 4 arms. I've never just call them arms. You don't need to call them 4 arms.
Well,
Please.
no, because it's back legs and front legs.
There you
Hind legs
go.
and fore
Yeah.
legs.
But I'd say, yeah, back legs and 4 limbs or whatever.
Animal.
But yeah.
Sorry, do I recognise this lizard? As in, like, oh, I've heard of this or seen it before.
Oh yeah, this is your mate Jimmy from back at where you grew up. You
I meant
recognize
more
him?
so, I'm a far traveller, and I've gone
Yes.
quite a long time. We agreed that I've seen dinosaurs before to turn into one.
Yes,
but-
your familiarity, you would at the very least be able to go, no, this is not a dragon, this is something far more primal and far less wild.
Ancient and yeah.
This is an
That's
apex
what I don't-
predator that has not needed to evolve for thousands of years.
Because it is that effective at killing and hunting its prey. Yeah, we're fucked.
Or shall we leave before it sees us?
Yes, let's
Oh,
go
yeah.
quickly.
Good idea.
We'll go talk to the mercenaries and leave the angry lizard thing
Yeah.
alone.
I would, out of character, describe it as a dire T-Rex if I were to describe it.
Yeah. Am I also understanding that they kind of work on movement, if I remember correctly? Like, if we're still and silent, we don't be heard. We should just run. How far away is it, DM?
It is pretty far away, like, again, Gorgor, between the very naturally flat mixed with hills, like, you guys had a pretty good vantage point on this. And you can see that it's just knocked over a tree with its tail, and that was what Gorgor heard crashing and splitting.
Are there trees that we can maybe move into so we're out of its skyline, if that makes sense? And then we
Oh
can
yeah,
just
you guys are a good distance away from it. You're
I'm more
downwind.
I was about to say that I'm more concerned if he's downwind or upwind.
Yeah, let's move. Let's go, 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 go.
Very fascinating, though.
It's definitely not constipated. It's just angry. Let's go quickly.
It might be constipated
Yeah.
if it's that. Let's move. I mean, option 2 would be that I try to pretend to be its baby, but then there's an end point when I would have to leave, and that seems bad. Let's go.
Yeah.
You're assuming it would accept you. It might just go, fuck you and eat you.
Well, literally, fuck you, yeah.
You are lovely. I am literally lovey.
No, you're very lovely, but like some animals,
Not that lovely.
unless you have their scent, they'll just attack you.
I'm sorry, Dave. Was that another joke you just tried to make that wasn't funny?
That was the other Dave, I think.
No, apparently this one's called Dave nowadays, and you know, because apparently, you know, I don't get it, but it is. So, you know.
Told you. They just don't need. They're just weird, both of them.
Yeah, why did you change your name? It's okay that you have done if it's like for a real reason, or was it just to make a joke? Because obviously we thought Paladin Dave was funny.
Holiday does try to be funny.
He is
But
very
doesn't all-
trying.
Yeah, not all the time though.
Oh dear. Anyway, let's go. Move it along, but let's go to speak to the mercenaries.
All right, so you guys very quickly pivot your bearing, I imagine,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
whereas
to
we
the
were,
northwest.
whereas we were going over there points, we're now going more over here. Fuck that thing.
Yeah. So we'll do a loop round and we'll go not quick, but
You guys
quiet.
went here, and then you started going this way when Gorkor heard noises.
Yeah, we went
and it was
1.3 million inches, and then decided to change bearing and went 670,000 inches instead in the other direction.
Can I suggest we try and make as little noise as possible as well? We don't want for it to hear us.
Well, let's just run very quickly. I can make a stealth push if we need.
I think we might need the stealth bush. And
I'm going to
go-
start using Druidcraft to make a bush.
Whilst he's doing that, I'm just going to start sneaking away.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
spam cast
Gonna spam.
Druidcraft.
Please.
Very quietly just going stealth away.
Oh. I will cast Pass Without a Trace until we're away.
I will
So I'm gonna
appreciate the
plus-
32.
Yes.
Ooh, 32!
23.
Those are some very good rolls.
With a plus 10 as well.
Mine is at disadvantage, so I have to go to 15.
Ooh.
So you got a 25. Paladin Dave got an 18. But it's better than nothing.
18's still good though.
Yeah.
It is. This is why Pass Without a Trace is such a good spell for being only, second level. But my decision of spells notwithstanding, do we get away, DM? Without
It didn't
drawing
seem-
attention?
It did not seem locked onto you guys to begin with, but you guys did manage to avoid provoking it, so to speak. Like, you avoided making loud noises, you avoided just causing, problems that might catch its attention. Again, you guys did have a good distance on this thing, and you guys did have the, advantage of it's huge, you can see it from far away, relatively you're tiny and far away.
I just think it would kind of make sense that we would go, oh, shit, move away as fast and as quiet
yeah.
as possible.
So the less familiar it looks like a land dragon, to the more familiar it's effectively the worse.
Yeah.
I don't
and
know if you relayed to the party, I was going to say.
I'll say, yeah, so I've not seen one of those before, but it just seemed really familiar to a story where it was like this large creature that had large hind legs and then its 4 arms. Not 4, and I'll hold up like 4 fingers.
Fuck you.
But like arms.
I
do a little bit of, like-
misunderstood.
Whereas the typical T-Rex does just kind of have the stubby, like, these claws look more like actual, like, grabby, slashy claws to play with.
Hmm.
Almost
do
like
you-
you would expect on one of the more humanoid races.
Well, the new theories that are coming through actually in the paleontologist world is that they didn't actually have short, stubby arms. The reason why
Yeah.
their arms are shaped like that is because they have wings. But it's only a theory.
Yeah.
It hasn't.
A game
Yeah.
theory.
I mean,
It kind of makes sense. Like, if you would withdraw your arms back to do the T-Rex arms, you could have wings.
Not only that as well, but considering their closest descendant is pigeons and chickens.
mhm.
Well, a lot of dinosaurs they don't believe have scales, that they actually had feathers instead.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
The only thing that kind of goes against that theory is bone density, because most birds and that kind of creatures have hollow bones because to stay in flight. Unless they're like, they're like penguins and they didn't fly, they just have wings.
I actually really enjoy the in-between that this source has, because they have feathery dinosaurs, but like they look more Aztecian feathered kind of dinosaurs.
Yeah, they're very pretty.
Like they've got feathers and stuff, but they're still clearly reptilian.
Could you play a kobold one day? No, I'm kidding. But I will obviously explain that the stories were about this creature that was deadly, had rows and rows of teeth. Somebody lost a leg. I count whatever story I have on it. And just say, if it had caught sight of us, we would have been in a massive chase, and it would have been likely that someone would have been hurt.
Gorgor is so invested in your story that he stops perception in as we're walking away. He's enamored and he's gallantly listening with all his attention. All three of it.
Yeah. You typically know the more familiar ones you have, like, Death Spitters and stuff, but like the massive ones, you've known them as Swordtooths, Dreadmaws, Monstrosaurs.
Oh yeah.
Like they're just names of myth.
I only saw the little ones, and even they were at a distance. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that was when I was on a caravan making my way through a jungle off in the distance. I travelled very far. I remember far travel. And I'll just basically explain to Google like this journey of going through this jungle where there was a lot of ancient primal animals. And some of it is a little exaggerated, like all best stories are. And there's points where I'm not a very good storyteller, and I'm guessing Flynn will pipe up and make it sound a bit better for me.
Well, you're just probably telling it as it is. You're not used to embellishments and all that.
Oh, no. So it's not, I'm not talking about like, oh, this thing, jumped on this guy. It's literally, oh yeah, this guy's arm got ripped because the thing bit it, and yeah, it was really gruesome. Yeah. I don't really actually remember it didn't happen to me, but this is what everyone said. And then apparently, then the woman was telling me that her husband had just left her, and then I'll completely go off on a different story because,
Well, Gorgor's enchanted either way.
Oh, bless him. Maybe when we get back to town, we can see if we can get like a toy or something, of a little dinosaur.
Oh. Bless.
That would be hilarious and adorable, actually. I'm just imagining. Sorry for the, have you seen Firefly, Danny? I think
no,
you have, but you haven't seen.
I know of it because I know apparently it was like really good. It had 2 series and then got cancelled. And everyone was.
It got.
Oh, was it one?
It didn't even. Get
I know it. It did. I know it didn't finish, and everyone got really upset and pissed off because it was really good and all this.
They did a movie to finish it off, Danny.
Okay. But yeah, I know of it. I've never seen it.
Well, there's this bit, and anybody who's watched it will know the bit that I'm on about, where a character is playing with toy dinosaurs, and I just imagine that as Gorgor, and turns your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Yes.
But, yeah.
We come to this land, and we will call it land.
Oh dear. Right, we're going to have to get Gorgor dinosaur toys when we get to the next town. I kind of want dinosaur toys. Okay,
what on earth is this group coming to?
I'm going to find... Oh my god! I have thought of a very silly party name all of a sudden. I'm not going to suggest it silly. I'll put it in the group chat.
Suggest it now.
Gorgor and friends. Can't be any worse.
Gorgor and the dinosaurs is obviously
what
as a campaign name. Gorgor and the dinosaurs because it rhymes.
Oh god!
I originally thought Dino Gorgor.
Dino Gore. Dino Gore.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's dumb. I hate it.
In the meantime, did we manage to get away from it before it eats us?
Yeah, let's go.
Not a fight. I want to say no, but I'm gonna say yeah.
Sorry, I've gone a bit silly tonight. I do apologise.
This is just go
Oh.
crazy.
I am. I do feel a little bit like I'm going crazy tonight. I'm not going to lie. So let's ride the track.
It's like a Saturday morning cartoon, like Ben just said. Saturday morning adventures of Gorgo and friends.
Okay, so you guys do manage to get a good distance away from this massive creature.
Yeah.
I will say the detour has cost you some daylight, though.
Okay.
Uh,
Can we see any other, like, primal creatures? Like, would we know where to avoid? Like, because the one thing I don't want to do is end up sleeping in the thing's nest. You know?
mm-hmm. You could try and keep a lookout. Nature check for, like, where would they probably be hiding or living or whatever. You do know apex predators like this tend to have a fairly large hunting ground, and most things that don't like being prey,
nature check, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm proficient with
for
it,
just
yeah.
where would their nests be, and then work backwards from where would be safe.
I'm proficient, but not very good at it.
Yeah, and just let's not sleep in any large white caves that may or may not resemble eggshells.
Do you know though? I think that people would pay a lot of money for a dinosaur egg or eggshells. Like some people, you know, might think it's a collector's item.
Okay. So now we're hunting them, right?
No, I'm not hunting them. I was
Just their
stating
eggshells.
Sorry, yes, just their eggshells. My apologies.
So
Bit of
Lovey
clarity.
does manage to, at the very least.
I can imagine if we came across that nest, just because, Carl, we all know you will literally skin every beast we ever encounter. That
That's
everything
irrelevant.
go on. If we come across eggs, the eggs are getting stolen. They're in a bag.
Irrelevant, but I agree.
I think you're up to 4 dragons you've skinned so far in campaigns, Carl.
They're awesome to sell. You get awesome money for it.
I'm gonna make it so that if in campaign 4 you encounter nothing but dragons, but no merchant Watson.
No.
I'm gonna make it so merchants will pay you like 10 copper for every nothing else.
Dragons are just so abundant, they're like, nah, get rid of it.
Yeah, like you might as well have been handing them like mice. What?
I feel very
Red scales? Ha! I got 20 pounds of them last week, boy. Move on. Anyway, speaking of moving on, Ash.
It would have been a hard-pressed journey to make it through the hills and to the mercenary campment. If you'd gone straight there, with this detour, you guys are going to arrive late at night and exhausted unless you stop and make camp somewhere. And with Lovey's nature roll, Lovey does know, hey, this creature is massive, so it probably has a massive hunting ground, which is useful information in that, like, at the very least, you want to get as far away from this thing as possible. But she's so preoccupied with just like, okay, this creature's hunting ground is massive, and it is a massive threat. While she's trying to keep in mind other smaller threats of a similar type, it's hard to pin down. She's just like, well, okay, that thing eats everything, so we don't want to be near that. And maybe other stuff is maybe near, like she can't pin down.
Well, can I look for somewhere to sleep? Somewhere like a rock that is like sticking out and it's like got shade on it, or maybe like there's not many trees, but if there's like a cluster where like 2 or 3 are, or if there's like a hovel or something.
You can definitely try again. It's very open-ended, hilly area.
Yeah, I know there's not gonna be much, but there might be like a big rock, something. 60.
You do see a small cave in a mountain if you wanted to get out of, or in the hills if you wanted to get out of the elements.
Well, that might be good because it's a small
it would
cave.
be back,
oh, go on.
But it would be back towards the hills more, and rather than like your options are open prairie land or go back to the hills.
But a cave in the hills might be good because it's a small cave. The dinosaur can only stick like its toe in or something. Too big. So that might work. Well, we'll have to go back a little bit, but that's better than staying in the field. Right, guys?
Is it this cave that he points out? Is it good enough for us to hide in that this creature's not going to get in?
Also,
Given the-
just checking. Sorry. Also, just checking. Any signs that this creature might have come through here? Is there, like, bones anywhere? Smell of blood? Does this look like this creature's home?
No, that creature was easily 15, 20 foot tall minimum.
So it's little. Yeah.
This
that's
cave
what-
looks a little manufactured, though heavily worn. And it's maximum maybe 10 feet tall.
Oh, so it's almost like a Rambler's Rest kind of thing, when people go on walks and they will create spaces for people to sit down, stuff like that. This could be a manufactured site of a camp long ago. kind of
Hard to say, it does look like it goes at least a little bit deep into the hill.
So it's now.
Like it is a proper cave, but
I think it's a good shout, Gorgor. Honestly. Shall we go in? What does everyone else think?
Nothing to lose.
Oh, we got a lot to
We need to
lose,
see.
like toes.
So we got someone's dinner.
Well, this is it, because tomorrow, obviously, we're going to, when we get to the mercenary camp, we are going to stake it out, so, like, at least we know that this is a good fallback location, if it is a good fallback location. Or, looking in, can we see the back wall?
peeking into the cave, it does seem to open up a bit, and the walls do look a little overly smooth. You can see even a little bit of, like, rocky tiling underneath as you get past the dirt at the entrance.
Can I have a look around and just see if this is maybe like a ruin of some sort?
As you push your nose in a little bit further, you do actually see two familiar-ish looking statues and some old, worn, destroyed banners of an unrecognized kingdom.
But we
Though
recognise the
similar to ones you're
statues.
familiar with.
Who is?
Oh no, similar statues. Like, you don't recognize the individual. They're similar statues that you've seen these types of statues
Oh.
before in Iblis Sepulchre.
Oh. So it would have been somewhere for the civilization that fell there.
That would be a good assumption.
It might be alright. Shall we have a look in? Go
Yeah,
in?
yeah.
Rest? Watches?
Yep.
I can take the first watch.
Oh no! Dear.
Yeah. Hi. Hello. How are you today?
I'm good. Sorry, the map changed.
Is it meant to be all black? Oh, no,
there we
it's
go.
not.
It's a dungeon. Here we
I'm
go.
just
We got
giving you guys a reference. You do not have to stay in here. You don't have to do anything. I'm just giving you guys the place that you're at.
No, fuck it. Let's do this.
Like, if you guys want to just nap in the cave entrance, you're more than welcome to. I just figured it might help to give you guys a visual.
Yeah. But I don't know about anybody else's. My interest has been piqued.
Why? Well, we
And-
need somewhere to stay anyway, so if you like it, then that's better, right?
I meant more. There's statues here, Gorgor. This is not just your standard cave.
I mean, we can find out what he is and where he is and what he's for, but yeah. Looks pretty.
Cool. Let's go take a look then. Du-du-du.
But wait, we've not got everyone. There's only 4 of us.
Oh, they'll hurry up.
Some people have not put their tokens on the map. There
I
we go.
think that would.
There we go. See, I see what you mean now about saying things not fully meaning it, and then they have to understand.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
I like it. Like, no, come back. Oh, go.
Oh, poor Gorgor. He's almost a little squished.
Yeah,
He's like
because
starter.
I think to get it to be better, I'd probably need to like cut the picture in half, but I don't want to. Yeah, go squish.
There, he's taller than everyone.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Maybe it fits because yeah, it's just the proportions in it.
Well, this is it. It's like Fluffy's picture. I don't have it as her proper picture because it's very not. For Hera, sorry, I'm on about. You know how her picture is a lot bigger, but I've had to on her top half, so I get it.
Ash, we can't go any further. We can't see.
Can we see?
I got dark vision.
I was confirming you guys were actually exploring before I
Oh
actually.
fuck yeah!
Yeah. Let's do this.
Okay, I was just,
I love how it's like, we're risking being tired, we should probably rest. Oh no, dungeon, let's carry on.
Alright, Dave's just staying at the entrance.
We think
Oh, well, you'll be left behind, and then that big T-Rex thing is going to come and eat your soul.
else
Bye.
What else is it going to hit inside the
Something interesting, maybe.
Why are we
Maybe the
dealing-
golden nugget. You're looking for it, aren't you?
Oh, maybe it's a golden nugget.
Why are we dealing with these people?
I love just, yeah, maybe it's the golden nugget. Just
Or maybe we should just stay at the entrance where the creature can't get in and we're all good.
But what if there's
Can't
bad
get
people
deeper.
in here? Then we're stuck between two bad things. So let's go clear it.
Can I
Right.
investigate the statues at the least?
absolutely.
I'm going to actually cast Detect Magic to start with. We'll see if they're pinging anything.
You cast it ritually, they will be halfway through the dungeon.
I'm gonna say it's 10 minutes. Remember?
Yeah, I know. I said I'm not moving from it.
Okay. Confirming you are ritual casting detect magic at the entrance.
Yes.
Okie dokie, we'll get back to you momentarily.
Bye then.
Bye-bye.
Advanced squadron.
E.
Woo! Charge!
As you explore your way through the dungeon, you do come across a well and
Gold.
some destroyed rocks
Oh,
and
they're
rubble,
rocks.
and the cave is, fairly heavily worn.
Darn it, I thought it was gold.
Well, I was gonna say though, it's a pretty good cave because it looks like the castle wall. Oh no, I went in the wall.
But yeah, there's a well. Anyone peeking down, it does see a little bit of shimmering, flickering at the bottom.
So it's still got water in. That's good. So we can fill water we need.
Anyone else do anything? Just
Oh, Lovey burbed, so she might not be. Well, I'd imagine she'll be carrying on, but I don't know.
fair enough. Are you guys moving quietly through here? Pass Without Trace would have fallen off at this point because you guys made a lot of distance.
Not loudly, but not stealthy. Just normal.
Okay. Yeah, just because normally it would be, I think, like -5 with heavy armor and stuff. Or not flat 5.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, just for passive perceptions and stuff, it would be like passive 10, passive 5.
I've never had to figure that out, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I say
Is that right?
Passive perception is normally dropped by 5 if you've got disadvantage, so passive stealth would technically, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
like obviously, if you guys aren't moving stealthy, you aren't moving stealthy, but like, how
Okay.
much noise would you be making was kind of what my brain was working through.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
But yeah, you pass the well, and there's just a long stretch of hallway that you come across.
Unless there is danger, Gorgor goes. Oh.
Goror is just zooming.
I'm like a cat at 3 a.m. I zoom.
I am going to pause Gorgor for a second just to go over the rest of the party and make sure they're all good.
Oh, but wait, why take me all the way back?
I didn't.
I didn't.
Fun.
I didn't.
You also squished yourself.
I can't. I actually don't have permission to resize myself. I wonder if you press controls like an undo command or something, because it put me back where you unsquished me.
Maybe that was what that was.
Oh, got squished again.
I'm squish. But can rest the party do things so I can carry on, please?
Yeah, I know Lovey's BRB.
Yeah.
Gabriel's right on Gorgor's tail. Paladin and Dave, are you just charging ahead as well?
Yeah, I'm really long.
Okay, I figure Lovey, given what she's been doing, is probably charging along with you.
It makes the most sense, but yeah.
Yep. Okay. Again, I'm just trying to bookkeep everyone doing different things.
Mhm.
And you guys are definitely going faster than the 10 minutes it would have taken for the ritual cast. Flintsire staying at the entrance with him.
Yep.
Okay, makes sense. Just,
I'm stood there with the crossbow ready just in case, and to, I would say, kind of just ready to I'll move up one, like ready to kind of just grab him and pull, like drop the ritual and start running if needs be.
Yeah.
So shall I do a perception check for make sure nothing's coming from?
Yeah, go for it. Okay. You're at the very least, keeping watch and stuff. Amount of success is its own question, but the intent is there. And yeah, Gorgor and company continue to push ahead at rapid pace. Why does it always default back to I click reveal area like 3 times and it's just like
You hide.
Oh no, the darkness is climbing me.
Goodbye, Gorgor.
Oh, farewell, people.
Gorgor looks a bit strength.
Yeah, that just happened for some reason.
Yeah, it just randomly reverted, and neither me, I can't do it, and Ash didn't do it, so fuck knows.
It might have been when I left the reveal area layer and went back to just clicking tokens.
Maybe, but that doesn't make sense though generally. But
I don't know.
Oh well.
Roll 20 is unpredictable.
She be a fine mistress, if not a bit confusing.
Flynn has so much perception. That is such an unfortunate roll looking at that.
Yeah, I know. Could I not have got 3 less?
Yeah, because then you could have. Yeah,
then I could get a reroll.
That's fair.
So yeah, I managed to not spot the bouncing roar and other text.
Yeah. Just comedic.
Apparently so.
Where did... There it is.
As we sit here by the doorway, waiting for the grand reveal.
That was what I was double checking before I rolled it. Wrong button. Don't know what that did. Oh well.
But that did. Boom.
You guys, I accidentally clicked paste, but nothing pasted because I don't know.
I hadn't got a monster selected, so I don't know why it tried to paste.
Welcome back, Lovey. We assumed you were moving with the rest of the party.
Yeah, I would have kept going.
Given your distraction, you were tailing behind a little bit. And you were the first one to hear a loud, almost thud behind you.
Yeah.
No. Look back.
You don't immediately see anything, but it almost sounded like a wet plop into a thud kind of sound.
Ooh. Maybe that was consultation we heard.
Guys! Guys!
Stomp, 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 stomp. Going off into the distance.
I was gonna
Gorgor!
We're gone. Look at the map. We're gone.
Can I rush ahead?
Yeah,
a little?
I was only moving you loosely with the party because I assumed that's where you were going. I didn't know how far back you'd be.
Yeah, I'd kind of rush ahead and get at least down to here and then go, Gorgor! Gabriel!
What?
Like, in like a traffic style.
What?
Food.
There's something behind us.
Oh yeah, Flynn and Dave.
Yeah.
No! Something came out of the well.
Oh, did that?
Little
Oh.
Timmy stuck in the well.
Oh, let's go. Quick, let's go and have a look at the wall. Quick, 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 quick.
Oh.
And we can go
And as you get back into the hallway,
Uh-oh. Oh, I got. We got.
all right, 3 people ran into its mouth.
I got. We gotta go back because I wouldn't have ran through it.
Gorgor, you're too big. Get to the back of the line.
There's a
Oh.
large. The best description would honestly
told
be
you them.
it's almost like a cat snake, but if both halves were replaced with reptile, like a ferret dragon almost. Like it's not technically a
Yeah.
dragon, but like appearance wise, it's like imagine a ferret but horrifying and dragonoid.
Okay.
Cleric Dave and Blincher just hear a really loud fuck echo like throughout the chambers. It's just until he gets them, it's like
They're like,
just keeps
"Glenn, I'm not
happening.
there."
I'm pretty sure I'm hearing that, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, I think we're looking at each other going, told you so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
Flynn,
all
you did
complicated.
initially get the like as it started moving towards them portion, as well. Like you heard something over there before the loud fuck.
Would we get anything off, or are we going straight into combat, like as we almost like come upon it?
Well, it depends again. Like you guys were going very quickly around.
Yeah, I'm gonna say just due to the fact that we rushed around and then we were almost like in it, that we probably didn't see it before it was too late. if
Yeah,
that
you kind
makes
of
sense.
you both just kind of oopsed upon each other.
Yeah.
Like its initial intent was to stalk you guys, and it was doing very poorly at that, and you both just kind of like, oh hello, oops.
Yeah, you do that awkward like, oh, sorry. Do you know when you do like the dance when you're trying to move past somebody? It's
I know
like that. And
exactly.
it's like, wait, I'm meant to be attacking you.
Excuse me. Excuse
Yeah.
me. Thank you.
Wait a second. Ah!
Yeah.
But with that, I am going to be calling initiative and giving Flynn 1 round to react before initiative begins.
Gonna get the turn order patch.
Let me.
No, did that roll with.
I would.
I'll take the
prob-
3 because I sort of
yeah.
rolled about the advantage, I think.
Probably just gonna
Yeah.
stay
Oh.
there, but now keep my head more on a swivel between the two sides. Otherwise,
me-
I've got the crossbow at the ready, and that's it.
What is he rolled?
Get rid of the dupes on
Oh, you
my
don't-
end.
What?
Liam,
Oh, that's, yeah.
we can hear your confusion. Not giving us a
No,
question.
I'll fix it. Sorry. My thing rolled disadvantage. My initiative. I can work out where initiative.
You're
I
trying to
fixed it at
figure
the
out
end.
why. Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be a 3, not a 2.
Mhm.
It makes no difference, but.
You know that.
We are missing somebody.
I've only got 4 on mine. I can see, so we're missing
Cleric
2.
Dave.
We're missing
Oh,
both Daves.
I have him on mine.
Oh.
Would have been.
I'll just re-add him.
I was there, then I went.
Depends if I was aware of the creatures.
You heard the
You heard the
loud
shouting.
fuck that echoed through the corridors.
Mhm.
Probably followed by Flynn slapping at you and being like, yo, there's a thing.
No. It's like, I'll let him carry on doing his ritual. Just like, you might want to be careful. And the crossbow is now. I'm kind of leaning up against the statue, and it's like. I'm still facing towards the roar, But
Yeah.
my head's kind of leaned around the statue a little bit now, just like looking down the corridor, just like, well, you think they'll be fine, but just be ready just in case.
Yes.
Otherwise, me running there would be
Suicidal.
That 3 did matter, Paladin Dave.
Oh, yeesh.
All right.
so I could get to about there if I was to try and dash for it.
Yeah. It'd take me 3 rounds before we can get to there.
I'd say it take us 2 rounds to get there to be useful, at which point they're either dead or it's dead.
Yeah.
Also, I'm absolutely loving that. I know this isn't what is depicted, but if it was, I love the placement of everyone.
Yeah, the tanks behind.
Well, I was
Oh.
I was told by Lovey to go to the back. I was too big.
Yeah, no, it didn't matter about that. It's what this thing is. You guys on a straight line.
Yep.
Well, my plan was to fall back so we don't have to face it anyway, like this. I fall back down to here.
Well, you might want to communicate that.
Yep.
Later.
So Flynn.
I am preparing if anything hostile were to come within line of sight on either this corridor or this one.
Okay.
I think you're fine. I think you've got this.
Thank you.
Just echoes down the corridors. Probably a bad mistake to shout out and let people know that there's more creatures to come and kill, but
I mean, you know.
embrace otherwise.
Yes.
I love how everyone's calculating how far they can leg it.
I don't like fighting in straight lines like this. It's too risky.
Oh,
So-
like I said, you have no idea.
Mm.
Lovey!
Lovey, lovey, da
So
loca.
to try and bring it into another room, correct?
Yeah, I think down to here, and then we could spread out a bit.
I mean, it was described as half of a cat, so do you want to just whack it with a broom and tell it to stop misbehaving?
Well, Luffy has got not Luffy. Actually, yeah, nice broom on this picture.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
what she
I've got
used
a
against the other big cat.
Well, I kind of had an idea, and I'm
Right.
wondering whether to do it.
Oh,
or not.
great. That's a problem. Has an-
Run!
He has an idea, run.
Go with the plan. What could possibly go wrong?
Well,
My plan.
I'm not there to find out, so
I'm going to. Ah, I don't think it'll work. It doesn't matter.
doesn't matter. Do it anyway.
It's my thought process when I'm doing
Okay.
D&D.
I'm
I have a
going
plan.
to.
I don't think it's going to work.
I'm going to use my action to wild shape
Okay.
into a giant spider,
Okay.
okay.
and I'm going to go up the wall
She's going to abandon
and
us.
end up. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Like here? Oh, not that far because that would mean destination, but behind it almost. So trying to get at it.
I mean,
Okay.
you're technically squeezing there, and also,
No, she just climbed up the wall.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's a giant spider, large creature.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Oh.
fine. I forgot about that. Can I undo that for you again?
Isn't a wolf
Yep.
spider medium?
A giant wolf spider would probably be able to fit, but a giant spider, which is what she said,
Yeah.
is a giant spider is large. A giant wolf spider is a medium.
Yeah, which
I
is why I
imagine the
said.
character Lovey would not have intentionally turned this into something that could not fit inside of this hallway.
Yeah.
Also, given the fact that the corridor is about, what, 10 foot tall, I doubt you'd have been able to climb over the top
10
of it.
tall by 5 wide, give or take.
Let me undo that. Rewind.
Yep.
Instead, I am going to cast Moonbeam,
Okay.
like here,
Yeah.
into there. So this thing's going to have to come through it, and then I can move. And then I can't draw it. Wait a minute, bear with me.
Hold on. Doo-doo.
Hold on, we'll let the master do it.
No, it's too late now. I've been.
You've been demoted.
Yeah.
You may have a seat at this council, but you do not have the title of master.
You don't have the rank of master.
Afraid not in this campaign. He plays druids often
I
enough.
made a
at most.
small one now.
To be fair, I'm about to say, the amount of times he plays druid, he really should be the one giving that speech.
And then I'll be like, "Excuse me," and can I squeeze past?
Behind you?
Would you like?
Yeah, she wants
So
to
you
run
Other
away.
players,
So
is fine.
Yeah, it's only when it's through enemies it's an issue. As long as you don't end your
Oh, I
turn
know.
in our square.
And I will go so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I will almost like press myself against the wall, holding broom in one hand, my hand towards the moonbeam, and then basically move it so that other people can squeeze past me. And that is the end of my turn.
Yep, and you intended for it to actually be in the moonbeam, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
So it starts off in the moonbeam, and then I'll basically move it each turn to catch up with it.
It was
I think
with what you were saying about it have to move through the moonbeam to come after you. I thought you were using it as a defensive measure.
a little bit of both. I wanted it to start in the moonbeam, if that makes sense, so we get at least a burst off unless it tries to run back down into its hidey.
So then I have a choice, either standing here or falling back down to here.
It's up to you. I just wouldn't go into the moonbeam.
Yeah, I don't want to get in the moonbeam. No, I agree.
I'll leave it up to you.
But I don't want to risk you taking a full hit when I could potentially take the full hit first.
Okay, you think I'm squishy. How many hit points do you have, Gabriel?
No.
52.
I have. Okay, yeah, you do have more than me.
You were taking a squishy. Well, a druid, so you'd have d8. You're taking d8s up against d10s.
Yeah, I know, but he rolls like shit. Whatever.
Not all the time.
Oh, brutal. Fucking brutal.
Don't worry about me.
All
Do
right,
what you
now
think. At the end of the day, if you go down, I can be brought back up easier, if that makes sense.
No, okay, it's fine, cool. So what is this?
We need
do you
him to
know,
send
do you know
one
what
to
this
the
thing is yet?
It's a cat lizard.
It's a cat lizard.
It's a cat dog.
The visual description you get is imagine a ferret, but reptilian and incredibly mean and horrifying.
Okay. Okay, so what
If you want to roll checks against it, you absolutely may, but at a glance, that's what it looks like to the common man.
A reptilian. Okay.
I'd say looks like a ferret, but thing, and he's like, mean and horrible. So what you're actually saying is this is just a slightly mistreated and odd-looking pseudo dragon.
Okay, so you finished, Lovey, by the way.
Yeah, I think Lovey has finished.
Cool. So then
Yeah, I'm done.
I want to cast to get protection from evil and good. I'm going to specify that particular creature in front of me.
Okay, that creature has protection from evil and good.
No,
Anything else?
specify the protection grants benefits from those types of creatures. So that's what I'm going to say. That type of creature I want protection from. And I'll touch myself to give me.
I think you're a slight little bit different from that.
Okay, what am I doing wrong on this one?
I
then?
think it
So,
already predetermines what type.
against it's willing. You touch willing creature protection against certain types of creatures: aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Yeah, okay, I
You
missed
gain
that bit.
protections against those types.
Yeah,
of
if
creatures.
it's one that if it's
Yeah,
not
I
one of
missed
those types, then it does
I
nothing.
misread. My problem.
Yeah,
my
yeah,
fault.
it's
Okay,
fine.
that's fine. So what I'll do then, I'm going to take a step forward. I'll get my shield out, and let's quick make sure, and I'll stand guard first to see what happens.
Holding your
And
action to do anything.
And so look, what other spell can do? True Strike.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. True Strike, please.
Okay. So you'll have advantage on your next attack against
Monkey
it.
bro.
Yeah,
Provided
Thank
you
you.
can maintain concentration up until
Hope you
that
enjoyed
point.
here.
correct.
Okay.
Thank you.
Gorgor?
Right. Well, Gabriel is blocking the hallway. That is a problem. But one thing I am actually no. I'm gonna try a thing. Because I'm gonna pull out. Well, I'm gonna try to pull out. It's a bit tight now. I've crammed 2 books in it, but I'm gonna pull out the new book that I've got. The one from the temple in the forest.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna gesture the book and like wave it in the direction of the thing and try and get it to cast the evil green beam that happened before.
Okay.
Essentially, he's going to cast Ray of Sickness at the creature from the book.
Yep.
As it's called the Green Bean book in his inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of your magical items and everything, has your other gem recharged or not? Because we had a long rest.
They didn't they, Ash?
Two.
Thought,
Go ahead.
yeah, I thought you used 2. One recharged, the other one hadn't yet.
Yeah, the one recharged this morning.
Okay. Thank you. So, I'm assuming it gets cover because Gabriel's in the way, or does
No,
does it?
ranged spell attack.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Allies don't block.
Oh,
That is a good roll.
oh
Maybe
shit!
Umorth needs this book.
Fuck you. Oh,
I'll have
ignore
that
the
move.
rage. There shouldn't be rage. There shouldn't be
It's
book.
not an angry green beam.
No, there is
no.
13 points of poison damage, and can it make a Constitution saving throw, please? As the beam hits it and it gets a little lackey sick.
Gorgor's on a roll today with some of his rolls.
Me, fuck it is. He
Yeah,
fails. He's poisoned for a turn.
Gorgor is a better sorcerer now than
Who Martha ever was.
Yeah,
That's fucking tragic.
might be better than a monk.
I love how you used it from a book and it hits. And
Yeah,
one sorcerer who has tried it since day 1 and it's landed twice.
Oh, the book worked. Fuck you. Oh shit, we're meant to be falling back. Sorry. 5,
Well
10,
done,
15,
Gorgor. Well done.
25,
Do it again.
35, 40. So I can get there after using my action to cast Green Beam Book. Or no, that is my turn.
I love how he's going to shout back after, I can only do it once!
Well, yeah, no. The thing is, Gorgor doesn't know about... I know the mechanical limitations. Gorgor doesn't. So next turn, he's probably... I would say at least a bonus action he's going to be wasted on him attempting to do it again. I'll be fair. And then he'll probably learn after that. Okay. But only one.
One use only.
Yeah.
Okay, Cleric Dave and then Paladin Dave.
Spending the rest of your turn continuing your ritual.
Yes, no, maybe so. Okay, good luck on your ritual, Paladin Dave.
Okay, so I believe...
In life after love?
You
I'm-
believe in love after love.
I'm going to throw a javelin at it.
Okay.
It's a bit different for me. I don't think I've used javelin before, have I? So just the
If
normal
you-
roll. Yeah. 17.
That hits.
Yeah.
This poor thing was just coming to ask, friend?
Yeah,
And then
it's just
like,
come.
It
Yeah,
was here to welcome you guys into its house.
oh, we just fucking obliterate it.
And I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's you've just
7 days
sitting,
meat done.
yeah, you just pointed at it, hit it with some green thing. It's now got stomach ache, and stabbed with a big spear, and now it's about to get hit by the moon.
Yep, it is then hit by the moon, which is a con save, I believe.
Yeah.
Wait, let me double. Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah.
Free radiant.
It does pass, so 3 radiant damage, and it turns back into its natural form of a human being that was. Wait, no.
Oh.
That would be the best way we ever just it's like, oh well, how can we heal all of these poor people that have been afflicted with this terrible and just hit them with one moonbeam and well, that would have been nice to know at the beginning of the campaign. We learned that at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Just a
wow.
little bit of healing moonlight. Just
Yeah.
Okay, so on its turn, Gabriel is too close, unfortunately.
lightning bolt. Use a lightning bolt.
Unfortunately.
So it just kind of leaps forward as best it can and tries to bite into Gabriel.
So
At disadvantage.
Yep.
disadvantage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
poisoned.
poisoned.
Oh shit! Yeah, poisoned it. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And with
Yeah,
the 10, it is a wild miss.
Fuck
You
yes.
never.
Miss,
You never get the chance to do anything with it. So.
Yeah, like in the rare times I have hit, it doesn't get poisoned. But mate, the poison saved you, man. Nice.
Fine.
And that is all it does.
Like if you cry. Every team.
So I just hit it, kaboom.
Yep.
And the corridor, it's like, see, told you could do it. Maintaining my defensive stance over the cleric.
Oh yeah.
Great. Thanks, guys. So,
You're
Hey,
welcome.
I will be very important at guarding the entrance in case anything may sneak in.
All
In
right.
the meantime, Molly.
Lovey.
Bobby.
Me?
Lovely.
My
Yeah.
turn?
You.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. It's time
Okie
for lovely
dokie.
time.
I am going to throw a produce flame at it.
Okay.
So try and like almost under what do you call it? You know when you're under throw. I don't
underarm
know.
throw.
Yes, thank you. My brain couldn't connect then. To try and get it to kind of curve over Gabriel and just kind of like land on its head.
It's a curveball.
Yeah. Bear with me.
Need to get closer.
Do I? Oh, I'll move closer.
It's funny that my Gorgor accent is slowly spreading. Closer. I gotta get closer.
I can't say words at the best of time anyway, Danny. You know this.
I know, but I'm like,
26 hit?
I love it.
26 definitely hits.
What was that? Sorry, Danny.
I just love how Gorgo spreads.
Yeah. Oh. So 7 points of damage.
Gorgor
Does it
spreads
seem to go
almost,
through?
almost like a curse.
Does the fire seem to go through the creature, or I don't?
No, as in, like, does it look like it hurt it, if that makes sense?
Oh yeah, it recoils in pain as you light it on fire.
I think she was fishing in case there was like resistances or something. Ash.
Fishing for resistance or immunity.
Yeah. I'm assuming because
Well,
Ash. I'm assuming because Ash didn't say anything that it doesn't. I assume.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, there's a moment as well where I almost like didn't realize I did that, and I'm like, oh, I threw flame at that. Whoops. And then I will retreat back, and go next to Colin and Dave, and that is the end of my turn.
Next up, Gabriel.
Yo. So I will action 1.
First attack with advantage.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. So is that a crit? No,
Nice.
Still a decent hit.
yeah, I'm gonna take the first one.
What were you attacking one-handed or two? Is?
It's just one.
Oh,
hand,
you were
sorry.
rolling advantage. Yeah.
And second attack, which is just normal.
Yeah. Oh, what's that one? Bonus action. No, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll do my normal second attack as normal. As normal. But I also. Oh, Vicky, come off it! 210. That's ridiculous.
Well, no,
10
two-
is not
that's
quite
two-
enough to get there.
That's 2 2s actually, but sure.
Yeah.
That
And I want
is
to do an
pretty bad.
action surge, please.
Okie doke.
I want to slap him again. So. There we
That
go.
definitely connects.
And the fourth attack.
And insert catchphrase here.
Well, I slapped him around a bit.
You slapped him round so much he fell over and
Oh, I want
Didn't
to
get back up.
decapitate him.
Okay, so your second to last swing puts a big
Yeah.
gash across him, and then you just come up, and off comes the head.
Nice.
do more
I am
shot
unfortunately going to need a quick dex check from you as the head comes off, but other than that, the creature is defeated.
Yeah, that's fine.
chop off the head. 2 more
Yeah.
shall take its place.
A little bit of poison drips out of its maw.
Well, that's fine because I got resistance to
Yeah.
poison.
Like, you take 1 poison damage.
I love how
You've
it's a
just scratched my paint.
I love how it's a poison creature, and it got
Yeah.
almost the most damage that dealt to it was poison.
Hmm. I got.
Right, and down it goes.
I got something else that'll work. Oh. Yay. Dead. But is there any more? Should we check the well in case there's any more coming? You're not there, Finn.
No, I'm too busy wishing that
I'm
thing
not-
was
I'm not-
actually.
I know I'm not walking because that moonbeam's still on.
Lovey, can you move the moonlight, please?
Oh, and I'll let it drop. I'll just
Let it drop.
kind of almost like
Let it drop.
You go
she doesn't
into it.
realize she's still got it up, and that this thing has been kind of forcefully moon nuked, and then she's like, "Oh, yeah," and I'll let it go, and just kind of let it drop. You guys
Going to walk around the corner now, and there's going to be 3 more.
Uh-oh.
It was a hive of them.
Uh-oh.
There was
What?
a nest.
I'm going to love the idea if you dropped that, and then it would have just like, hang on, just put it over the well, so they've all got to crawl up the well with the moonbeam just going, fuck you, die.
Yeah, so I'll come to there. Can I visually see anything?
Yeah, the room is just as it was.
Well, there's no
Right, so I
like
come to here,
other one.
and I go, Flynn, the creature is dead.
Wait, that's good. We can go back to focusing on the other way then. Did... We presume you did well against it then.
Sadly, he scratched my paintwork.
Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Sure, you'll be able to fit. I shall be able to sort it out soon enough.
But we're gonna keep looking further in because there's other rooms and things to check. So there might be other.
Okay, how did you miss that one?
Well, it was in the well. There's a well.
Okay, have you checked in it to make sure there's nothing else?
That's where I'm going right now.
Looks in the well.
Yeah, the bottom looks shimmery, reflective.
I'm gonna drop some rocks in it.
Maybe
Picks
we
up.
shouldn't.
I love how he's just going to pick up it's like I'm going to drop a few rocks, picks up this entire stack of boulders.
Well, if there is something hidden in there, then if I do that, then they can't come up because then all the rocks are in the way.
There's a very heavy kersploosh at the bottom.
Kersploosh.
We're good.
Maybe we shouldn't be disturbing these horrible creatures.
I was just in case another one crawls out, but I was just making sure.
Well, you're checking that something's at the bottom of the well, or did Gogo need the toilet?
They're both.
Let's go.
He didn't mess
About to
at the
say,
toilet.
Let's go.
I just hear a big sploosh, and it's like, did he need the toilet, or are you checking? Or was it both?
So I'll get back to. I'll eventually.
You're the one who brought up constipation earlier. This is revenge.
Fuck you. I will go back to the room in which I had to run from because Lavi got scared.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start checking these barrels. Might be booze
Back
in
in a
them.
sec.
There might be booze or bacon booze.
Hang on, I was just about to step away. There might be what in there again?
Bacon booze.
Bacon or
Okay.
booze or bacon booze.
Okay.
Did you think? Yeah, I think I know what he thought.
I just missed. I had like one headphone out and half heard. I was just like, wait, what? Where is Gogo's brain going, or
No.
where is mine going?
I did not say boobs, but I could. It kind of sounded like it, so I get it.
Roll me an investigation check across the barrels.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
With a -2. Is a 13 cat. That's still pretty good. I was waiting for like a -1 or some bullshit.
You do find some heavy winter clothing at the very least scattered about, along with some barrels a smarter person might not have opened, and when you open them, you get it definitely smells like something has been fermenting in there for a while.
Yep, that's booze. Or at least it will be soon. I will share my findings with Dave, Gabriel, and Lovey. And I will show them the cool things that we have found. Well, that I've found. Do you guys not care?
Oh, I'm listening. Don't worry.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it appears to be a wide variety of just winter wear.
Okay. So, if
along with again other supplies and
yeah. So if any of us get a little nippy later, we can come and get some extra layers. So we continue. I've got to continue.
Yes.
It's just got. She's like, shall we continue? And it's just tumbleweed.
it is around this point we're gonna get back to Cleric Dave with his detect
Okay.
magic.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Rose, just because I saw you just move your model. You are talking. We can't hear you. Have you done a Liam?
Yeah, sorry, I did say, yeah, we should carry on. Do apologise.
Have you been doing a Liam all this time?
Only a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm following Gorgor completely.
Beautiful.
Yeah, keeping up.
Let's all follow Gogo.
That is a terrible idea to follow Google.
To keep you alive, that's why I'm following you.
Adam, Clark, Dave.
Yes.
Your detect magic is done. What are you doing with it?
I'm having a look around the statues. What is it? Is it emitting anything?
The statues do not seem to be admitting anything. They do just look like they're big, heavy, chiseled stone statues, identically made by to the ones that you saw in Ibli's Sepulchre.
The other dungeon.
And you've heard your companions in combat, and they seem to have moved on to going about their business. You gonna stay at the entrance? You gonna catch up with them? You gonna do anything else?
Is it worth just having a little wander into the next room just to see if anything's pinging off in there?
Well,
Okay.
well. That is what you see. Well.
Oh well. Oh well.
Yeah, next room over, there's a well. There's some destroyed rubble.
There's also many rocks in the well.
I didn't just do anything else. The character.
Good.
Yeah, unless anything else pings, I'll just return to the entrance.
Well, I mean, if you're just poking nose into room, turn head left and right, like, reminder, detect magic is stopped by most walls and similar. You have to have line
Yeah.
of sight on the thing.
Yeah, it's just like I say, just a general look around, see if anything is pinging, but if it isn't, then
Nah, the room looks fairly empty other than the well and the few rocks on the floor. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
they're large boulders, but
I will just poke my head around the corner to see what the dead creature is.
it's a large reptilian snake-like creature with multiple legs.
Oh, nice.
You can skin it if you want.
The only magic in that hallway is the friendship of the people who killed it.
And the lingering effects of the ones that
Oh.
did it.
We're all friends now. Me and my friends.
Also, just return to the entrance then.
Okie doke.
That got me right into feels. Like that.
Back at the charging ahead party.
I'm coming along. I'm just sort of standing here for a second. Wee.
You eventually make your way into a large open room with a ton of pots in it, in addition to more rubble and destroyed terrain.
Indeed.
Not like pots and pans.
My inner Legend of Zelda intensifies.
Yeah, pretty much. It looks it's very reminiscent of that room.
I am going to kick a pot into another pot, and I am going to kick all the pots.
There's no point kicking all the pots. Why don't we just look in the pots?
It's easier to find what's in the pots by kicking the pot.
But these are ancient pots.
I have
Think of
kicked the pots.
Which pot did you kick into which pot?
This pot into that pot, into the middle.
You hear an ow.
Think of all the historic value.
Oh, no, did you not hear that, Carl?
Yeah, I did. That's your foot.
No, that was not my foot. What's it now?
Your foot.
Yeah. Here's a side rock.
Ignoring the weird metal man, Sky God. What's it now?
A pink bubble starts forming out of the top of the pot in this just
Oh, no.
almost perfect sphere,
Oh no.
as it almost seems to pop and coil back in on itself, and a face appears out of it.
What have you
Oh.
done?
Did you just say ow?
Well, yeah, you kicked me in the head. Well, kind of head.
I didn't know that you were there. I'm sorry.
A very, very colorful slime girl is inside of the pot poking her head out now.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I thought they were just full of things, not people.
Yeah, I was taking a nap in here until that stupid thing left.
The lizard. You are about the lizard thing.
Yeah,
Oh, he's dead now.
I came in here with some adventurers doing some work. I took a nap. They left without me, and that thing was kind of guarding the entrance.
Oh, it's dead now because when we came in, it tried to follow us, and we dealt with.
That said, joke's on them. I had the bag of holding, so I've got all their magic items.
Magic items.
I've got magic items too. Look, whoosh. Cloak of many billowing fashions.
Ooh, that's pretty interesting. How much you get that for?
Like 90?
You didn't keep a receipt.
Ah,
Like 90? I think.
hello to the rest of you as well. Welcome to my, I guess, temporary abode.
Yeah.
And you see some slime come from some of the other pots, so she forms into like a proper full person.
Yeah, sorry for kicking you.
I mean, I guess it happens. The old pots did look pretty stupid, but I needed somewhere nice and comfy to hide, and I liked small dark places.
Oh. Lovey, Gabriel. Do you want to say hello to what?
Swirl.
Swirl.
It's good to
Hello,
meet you,
world.
Swirl. I'm Gabriel.
I'm Gorgor.
I'm Paladin Dave.
Oh, I'm
Is that like your job, or did your parents name you paladin? Like that?
Oh, that's my name.
Is that like naming your kid doctor or medic or clergyman?
Personally, I would honestly ignore him. He's very weird.
I think it's more so that if he doesn't say it, he'll forget it. He'll be like, "What am I? Cleric?" But no, genuinely, just it's him. I don't know. Paladin Dave. Why do you say Paladin Dave?
That's my name.
He's trying to compensate for very small areas.
Wait, I'll tell you what. Can you got the pen thing, right? Can you write on the wall how you spell your name? Have we been spelling it incorrectly, and it's actually spelled like Pal, and then Ding, and then like Dave, but like Dayve, and we've just been thinking it's very weird.
No,
Oh,
it's
no,
literally-
it's just normal. He's an idiot. Never mind. Move on.
Thank you. Finally,
Wow.
someone else has agreed.
I
He's
feel
an
attacked.
idiot.
No, that's really clever. Do you know what I mean? If it was like you were trying to say wizard,
Okay.
but it wasn't actually wizard. It was felt like
This is
completely
this is
different.
Liam.
I was gonna say
He's
you're
not
forgetting who
clever.
controls this character, right?
That's
You
right.
can
That's
be
real
Dave.
clever, and we're like, no.
When you be Pirate
I
Dave,
know,
not
but-
Paladin Dave.
I like to think the best of people sometimes. I was wrong, but hi, Swirl, was it you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you always live here? Or was it just
No, I was doing some work with some friends, and they kind of made off with the treasure they'd grabbed, forgetting that I had the treasure they'd already acquired, and they left me in here for dead.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry.
you can come with us if you like.
Yeah. People are dicks, but we aren't. Well, some of us are, but we admit it, right,
yeah,
guys?
pointing at
What
Paladin
do you mean?
Dave.
What do you mean, some?
All of us, Ben. All of us.
I mean, that shout comes from like 14 corridors away, but
Oh yeah.
As fun as adventuring can be, I think I'm going to have a lot more fun spitefully selling off all the stuff they've spent all this time gathering. Maybe open up my own shop. Do you guys want to be my first customers?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my
what you
god,
up, guys?
you actually have... Okay, guys. So you know when you're playing a video game and that thing that like in Zelda or whatever, and that sprite pops up just before you're meant to go into a main boss fight. This is the moment our slime girl sprite has just popped up.
I'm about to say, yeah, there's that, but it's also, it feels like the, here are some really powerful, here are some magic items that you may want.
That we
You
can
wanna buy
never
them from
afford.
me, and the little renegade button is just pulsing in the corner, just kill her and take it.
That's what I was tempted on, but I'm trying
Let's
not
say
to.
the lucky thing here is most of us are playing good characters.
Well,
Yeah,
what,
we're
what,
not
what,
very
have you,
high.
what have you got that you want to sell?
Yeah, what do they purchase?
I've got a couple generic stuff, +1 weapon, a few +1 weapons that they were carrying around. They were so busy looting treasure, they insisted that I hold them and definitely didn't just forget them on the floor after their combat was won. I've got some nice armor. It's nothing magical, but it's still, no paladin wants to be running around in heavy plate armor while they're carrying all this treasure, so I politely decided to carry it for them. Very high quality plate armor, might I insist. I've also got a few personal creations of mine that not everyone is a fan of, but some people are.
What like? What you got? What do?
And she holds out her hand for a minute as if she's gonna shake it, and then she literally shakes her own hand rather than like shaking your hand. And a small glob of her slime hits the floor. She picks it right back up. This is pretty useful, versatile substance. I'm good with my hands. You can be good with your hands. It just helps make sure your hands are moving the right way if you're ever trying to work with tools of your own. Like cheating. You don't have to be good at crafting if I'm good at crafting.
Oh. So we keep a little like so we keep like a bit of you.
You just have me do the crafting for you on the road without having to,
But don't you need that to be like you?
You see her kind of like bounce in place as like her middle torso like disappears and her legs stay down and her torso goes up and she slams back into herself. I mean, I'm pretty liquid.
But if we like take that piece of you, then you've got less of you. So, and eventually you'll.
Yeah, but if you get a haircut, eventually you run out of hair, right? Like, is that not?
True.
I mean, I'm not giving this away for free, of course, but it's a pretty useful talent to have.
You have some paladin armor, didn't you?
Yeah, I have. It's very exquisitely made plate mail. Bit heavy, but I've got a bag of holding. It holds all my sales, and hopefully, if I can get some good startup funds, I can maybe sell nicer stuff in the future. So you help me. I spite some people. I help you.
So how much to have like the you? The cheating you. Or the you cheat?
She ponders for a moment. I'll throw it in with any sale you make.
Okay, so what?
Free of charge to my first customer.
What swords have you got? Or because I could do with a nice +1 sword, it'd be nice.
A really nice long sword, a great sword, a short sword. It was a very sword-like party. Axes aren't very popular with adventurers. Not sure why.
And how much are these swords?
I'd part with any of them for 150.
150. It's painful.
Yeah. What's
That's
the armor
practically a steal.
I know, but it's nearly all my money. That's why it's painful.
On one hand, it's a good deal. On the other hand, it's all your money.
Yeah, that's the problem. I'll be left with like 40 gold. That's going to hurt. Okay, do you know what? I'm going to take it. I'm going to take a longsword.
And then I get swirl.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'll buy the longsword off you, please.
All right.
That's 150 down, and
Yep.
I'm going to cry as I do that.
Yeah, sorry, what do you say the arm was again? Oh, I kind of forgot.
Plate mail is very expensive, though, given how quickly I like to move to the side, part with it for maybe 600.
Bargain.
Yeah.
It's a bargain.
Yeah, I've got nowhere near that much, so that's the problem.
Wholesale price.
you want to buy a longsword? A non-magical one?
A non-magical one?
Yeah, just as a couple of gold. I'm quite happy just to get rid of it.
Let me see it.
Oh, I'll show the unmagical longsword. I've just used this to kill that beast around the corner.
Is it the one the prince gave you?
What prince?
No, I'm asking you out of character.
Oh, no. Just
Okay.
a bog standard longsword.
Yeah, I mean, a few gold.
Yeah, you could take it.
We'll call it 5.
Yeah, that's fine. It'll make me feel a bit better. Yay, 5 gold. Yeah, oops. Wrong one. There you go. And I can remove that from my inventory.
Avi, do you want anything from the nice pink ooze person?
No, I'm alright. I'm sorry. I kind of spent a lot of money in the past couple of days, and also do like shiny new things. I have to feed a cat, so you know, most of my money I spend on my pet now because he's evil.
That's interesting.
And it'll just be kind of like that, you know, that pan down moment just to see Cinder just looking at it. Like innocent but scary. Where you're like, oh, that thing will fuck me up. Okay.
Yeah.
What are the other cool
I mean-
inventions that you got? Oh,
Yeah.
go on, Rose, because I thought you were done.
No. I was agreeing with you. I just said yeah.
No, you went to say
I'll
something
see
before that, I think.
No.
Oh, okay.
Danny,
Yeah.
you've done a typo on your book of catch.
Oh, fuck you, I missed it because of it. Oh,
What happened?
I missed a Pokemon.
Oh.
Because I put poker catch instead of pokey catch.
Okay.
Poker catch.
Okay.
Fuck, it was a Kadabra as well. Oh well. So what are the other things you made yourself?
Well,
This
one's the one that I've been working on the most. I've been trying to just train my slime to, you know, work on its own, so to speak.
Is that how you ended up with this and like showing the ooze she chucked in for free?
Oh yeah, here, okay, so do you want to be good at musical instruments? Do you want to be good at crafting things? Or do you want to be good at more underhanded things?
Crafting.
Blacksmithing, tailoring.
Yes.
Could somebody help him pick one? Or
Pick one of the skills,
Okay.
not all of them.
Gorgor, what do you like to do in your spare time?
If I gotta pick one, then it would probably be blacksmithing, because I need more spare time, Dave. You know I read my magic book.
Or maybe you could help you reading a little bit, you know?
I read really well.
I mean,
But
if
you
I
could
was
always read better.
if I was there, I'd
Nelson
point out
Finger's
tailoring
perfect.
means you could maintain your wizardly appearance.
Yeah, but you're not here, so sadly you can't.
I mean,
But I read really well. I trace all the symbols in the book every night.
ooh. You could do doctoring so you can solve your little problem if it comes back again, maybe.
That's something I can do.
artisan tools, musical tools, sleight of hand, thief tools.
That is not
Sorry.
something you can do, Dave. You are a liar.
No, well, I'm just saying just in case you could, you know. Would
Just
save
in
you journey next time.
Hey, I think blacksmithing will be cool because then I could make things for people.
Certainly. And she kind of like helps work it into your hands a little bit, almost like a hand massage. As you see the slime just kind of like attaches itself to your hands. There you go. That should help you with Smith's tools.
And does this stay here forever?
I mean, theoretically.
That's cool.
And out of character update, expertise with blacksmithing tools.
Oh shit.
Costs an attunement slot though.
Okay.
Danny, is your character left or right-handed?
Right.
Okay.
He's figuring out which hand needs to come off.
No, I'm thinking something else.
What do smith tools use? Its strength, innit?
Most artisan tools are more like what you're doing. Like if you're trying to hammer something on an
No,
anvil,
but
that's
what-
going to be strength. But
Yeah, it's because right, because when I'm putting it in my proficiencies, but it's telling me do I have to pick strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, charisma? Or I can just tell it's query attribute.
yeah, I always leave it at query because sometimes you're doing fine work, sometimes you're doing heavy work. You know? Like trying to make something look pretty with tools.
There you go, look.
Dexterity.
Swirl pink Cheetos is what it's called.
But yeah, I've got another. Some are still in progress, so we'll see how they go. But
It's cool though. Looks a bit weird though because now my skin looks all pinky. Looks almost
I
like
mean-
a purple.
that's its own problem.
I think it's cool. Now he's fascinated with how his hands look slightly pinky green.
You're welcome.
Is anyone else can interact with Swirl?
Doesn't look like it.
Not there to interact with her.
Paladin Dave is sad because he cannot afford the armor.
There might
How
be
much more?
there might be more people that might be interested in some of your things though if you're leaving because there's two of our friends watching the front door because they didn't want to come inside because they're a little scared. And they might buy things off you as well if you showed them.
Yeah. Would you guys have advice on which town I should go to sell my wares? Do you think that I might be a bit more successful at?
Well, we work for the prince in the town below in Corporation.
Okay.
Could always go there. They're always looking for people.
I'll look into that. How's the town doing? I've been away for a bit.
I killed the king with one of his guards.
Are you guys on the run? Should I have?
No. He was evil. He got turned into a demon person. And we were helping his stand, the prince. And I had to use one of his guards and I crushed his head with one of his guards. I've got his helmet, look, and I've still got the crumpled king's helmet.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually did take his helmet. I've got it still.
For legal reasons, I'm going to pretend I didn't see that, just in case.
Well, no, the prince.
shake
No,
my
the
head.
prince was there. He saw it. He was okay about it because he was evil and things.
Liam, how much are you
Well-
short?
He's now a king.
What? Sorry.
How much are you short on the gold?
Well, there's about 600. I got 156 gold.
Yeah,
I'm
no way.
short by about 450.
Yeah, no way I can help you with that. Sorry.
Nope.
Oh, like 60s, dude. So you got no chance, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working
I
on making
have-
an. Go ahead.
I'm going to say, I have 68 silver. Ain't
Jesus.
exactly going to be useful.
Hold on, are you with us at the moment?
Oh,
I can't remember if you joined us or not, so something was still.
No, I haven't. I was just saying to help Liam out. I don't have enough to even begin to
like-
begin.
That's
He
not
can't
confusing.
Help.
Okay, next time we see you, I'll give you 1 silver, okay?
If affording that armor is a bit excessive, I am trying to work on my own, kind of like the gloves, though it's gonna be still very expensive and costly in other ways. Still prototype, but in the future I might have proper armor for you
Yeah.
if you can't
Um,
quite afford, standard plate mail.
Yeah, I am still doing okay now with what I got, so I should be okay, I think. Maybe the future, but not right now. You know.
Yeah, I'll be in Corporation then.
Ah,
So if you guys ever need to get a hold of me, I should be set up there. Hopefully my shop is successful. Hopefully this funding helps.
Thank
If you want
very
any
much
more
for
of the
your advice.
weapons, 150 great sword, short sword. Happy to get rid of them.
Well, I don't really use weapons too much because I cast spells and things. See.
Mm-hmm.
I would take 150. Do you say 150 for the great sword?
Yeah.
Is it just a standard great sword? Is it
+1 great sword.
Yeah.
Basic enchantment.
I'll take that off your hands. Yeah. It will be a little bit in a change, unfortunately.
That's fine.
Okay, so it'll be 73 gold. I just want to work out what I need to take off now. I'm just doing math.
777 silver.
Yeah, I've got a lot of copper as well. That's the problem.
Right, because you don't believe in banks.
I know, don't ask. I am really sorry.
And I'm waiting for him
really,
to
really
count
sorry.
every single
no.
one out.
I was a pirate. I don't like banks. I normally rob them. Okay.
Wait, I thought you were a paladin.
He was a pirate paladin.
No, I need to show my backstory. I'm sure the paladin a pirate that became a paladin.
Yes.
Do you forget your own history sometimes? Is that?
It does.
Are you guys?
No.
Again,
Is this
I
a
am,
field trip?
I am
Allagan?
really, really sorry for him. It's a nightmare. I am sorry. Please forgive us.
Paladin
No, well-
Dave? What kind of paladin are you?
One of a kind.
An incompetent one.
No, like, what kind of doctrine do you have? Doctrine the
What
right
are
word?
you?
Yeah, what's your
Yeah.
order?
Order?
Yeah.
He's order of the cheeseburger.
Oh God, this is so. Oh my God, save
What
me.
do you do? Like, what makes you special?
Just look at him. That's what makes it
I
special.
think that's twice today that I'm looking at Lovey. I'm thinking like, Lovey, why are you multiclassing into Bard, or have you taken Magic Initiative for Vicious Mockery because you've used it twice today?
I've done anything to this.
I've always wanted to play a bard. You guys know this, and like I've not got round to it, or it hasn't felt right. But I think I'd be I would come out with the sickest insults.
Just the sassiest bard next campaign.
Yeah, who's just a bit like, no. Oh yeah, sassy bard. I'll have to get some pointers from Michael. It'll be sound.
I'm more the vengeance type person.
What? Really?
Help the church.
Yeah, he's out. He's out to vengeance.
I'm sorry. Do you have? I have to ask this because vengeance means that you feel like wrong has been done to you.
Yeah.
And that you're seeking revenge.
Yeah, on the people who took the golden nugget.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
God's sake,
Okay.
It makes
End
sense.
of
We didn't say
conversation.
it made a lot of sense, but it makes sense from a certain point of view.
Yeah, it does.
It makes sense. Yeah, you have to detach yourself a little bit and go, oh, that makes sense, as in, Paladin Dave would seek vengeance because that's his life.
An obsession with a golden nugget.
Yep, used to be a pirate, found a church, went good. Then the
Got
nugget
angry
got stolen.
Yeah,
So it
somebody stole
became
something and he's...
That's made him a paladin. You don't have to become paladin to get it back. That's why he's got the vengeance oath.
I'm suddenly wondering whether or not the person who stole the golden nugget is a pirate as well.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but I slighted him.
Yeah. It's either his rival, former first mate, best friend, something.
Or a mixture of all of them.
Wait, but isn't Cleric Dave his best friend?
No, Cleric Dave's his lover. Like, we can tell.
No.
Cleric Dave actually stole the golden nugget and then shapeshifted into a different person
Got
to
it.
just follow.
That's why he now has the same surname as him.
Because he couldn't think of anything better.
It's all coming together.
Oh God.
Okay. I've had my money over.
I can do the marriage for you.
Yeah.
I think planning for the wedding is where we're going to leave tonight's session.
Yes.
Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Oh.
I can do the flowers. Me and Gorgo can do the flowers.
Gorgo
Oh,
would
right.
make an excellent flower girl.
Okay. But before we end,
Oh, no.
before we end, hand the
Gorgo,
money over.
flower girl.
Fuck you.
Can I just hand the...
But yeah,
Can
just
we-
for
Liam, I got. Liam's
We've
been
got
trying to
this
speak
wedding.
for ages.
Yeah,
Go on,
can I
Liam.
just quickly hand the money for the lung sword over?
Okay, it was useless, Tat. Okay, carry on.
she just holds open her bag and lets you just dump whatever gold you think is correct in there because she does not want to count right now.
Yeah, well,
Right.
we've got 33 gold. No, 33 silver left, sorry, after that, so. Yeah.
Next session, the wedding between Paladin Dave and Cleric Dave.
I'm
For me,
surprised.
Clyday's going to be the vicar.
It's
Well,
literally
is it-
taken us like this is what we've got all of Danny's campaigns, and now Ashes. This will be the first wedding in any campaign.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So excited.
For the
Yeah.
players who like to take notes about NPCs and such, I will note that Swirl specializes in symbiotic items, along with leftover adventure items, so to speak. So just random tat that adventurers might be carrying, combined with personal symbiotic creations.
That is
Cool.
interesting.
We'll have to hit her up wherever she goes.
Yeah, and we'll have a chat. Obviously, we'll chat after the stream for a little bit. But I'm gonna sign off
yeah.
to these guys. Or was you gonna say something?
Oh, I was going to say Gorgor did send her off to corporation.
Yeah.
Fuck
So,
yeah.
back to the start of town.
Where's the only town he's been to? Somewhere else was he gonna say?
I wasn't saying anything wrong. I was just saying.
No, I know. It was either that or Aylesbury. And he doesn't know what Aylesbury's like, so well, could be a shithole. But for those watching, for the more serious campaign, because obviously this one is much, much more fun and chaotic, you're gonna be only coming back Saturday for my campaign, which is episode 51 or 2, I can't remember.
What?
One.
Finally beat him.
Huh?
We've done 50 episodes.
Episode 50 was
the-
last last stream.
Last session, because we gave him shit for how many episodes it actually was.
Yeah, because it's actually technically meant to be more, but apparently I fucked up somewhere.
Yeah.
But no, it's episode 51, Saturday, so people, please do come by for that. As Greytail meets the parents, part 2.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the Exorcism Part 3.
Yeah. But until then, I appreciate everyone that's watched. Ash, I like Swirl.
Good.
I like Swirl.
Swirl. So until then, I'm gonna.
I like change.
And Ben likes orcs. And until then, see you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Save yourselves.